Wow. It was a great night.
I have a question.
Okay.
I heard a story of something that happened that night that I have to ask about.
Okay.
So, Benjy, how are you this morning? I heard a story that during a break, you ran to the front of the building and started to urinate on the side of the Hammerstein. And then security said, you can't do that. You said, I'm on the show. So they brought you to an area where you peed like between two trucks. Is there any truth to that?
I hope not.
I didn't start peeing in front of the Hammerstein. I went to like 4 restrooms during a break. Everyone was full. You were in one. Robin was being taken one. I was in pain. I ran out.
You could have gotten up and left.
No, I couldn't. There was no way to get back on stage.
During the show,
of course there is.
Of course.
There was no way for me.
Would have helped you.
There was no way for me to get back on stage if I left during the.
Benjy, there were 1,500 people in that room who all figured out how to go to the bathroom without going out on the street.
No, Howard. I only had time during the break.
Well, why didn't you?
You could have been late. If it was that bad.
I'm saying there was no way to get back onto my spot.
How? Why is there no way? You walk to the side of the stage, you have a pass, and you walk on stage.
No, there was no stair. There was no stairs.
Yes, there is. There's a stairway right there.
But that's
how we all did it.
Yes, but you came out through the middle of the stage. That's where I came out during the breaks, too.
Yeah. On the side of the stage, if you went backstage, there's stairs to go down.
I looked. I couldn't find
Benjy, please, come the fuck on.
Why don't you ask somebody?
I went upstairs. You were in one. I went another where Robin was one. And I had to go. I was in pain. I ran out. And I said, can I do it right here? And they said, no, not here. It will smell. And I went a few feet away.
So you think it's appropriate to pee on the Hammerstein? By the way, somebody said Rosie O'Donnell was like 20 feet away. Is that she was on her way out?
She was peeing too.
Yeah, but it doesn't make for a good presentation.
I am sorry. I was trying to get back in time.
What do you think of that, Gary?
I think
that's a cry for attention?
Yes, because I think that anyone else could figure it out but Benjy. Benjy somehow can never figure it out.
Fred, did you go to the bathroom during the show?
I might have, and what I actually
did you go outside?
No, I did
between
not.
Two cars?
And I actually scoped out where the stairs were so that if I had to make an exit, I could do so.
I would rather miss 2 minutes of the show than pee on the side of the building.
I didn't see
when Rosie O'Donnell's out there who can see.
I don't understand it.
I mean, it's just like if I saw one of like Jimmy Kimmel's writers when I went to the show and he was like peeing out on the front of the street.
Yeah.
I wasn't in front. I wouldn't think they were not that professional.
I did it discreetly.
Benjy, you're on the street. No, however discreet it was, you were on the street in front of the ballroom where we've invited all of our biggest celebrities, all of our best friends, and so wherever you are, you're peeing.
You couldn't see where I was peeing.
That's your story.
What do you mean?
Who knows what anybody could see? You don't know what people could see. You don't know if somebody's in a second-floor window across the street looking at you. You're on the street peeing. It's
I got to agree with Gary on that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No. He always, but I think it's a cry for attention.
Somehow he manages every time.
Can you let a week go by without us putting the spotlight on you?
You thought it was a horrible thing?
I do.
You thought it was an embarrassing thing?
Yes, I do.
Then why are you bringing it up?
Because I want you to know that you do dumb fucking shit and you should apologize, not rationalize.
If it looks so bad for us, why are you bringing it up?
Well, because it's sort of interesting on the air, too. That's where we're caught.
Don't throw it back on me. You did it. Don't make me the asshole in this.
But most people, we have a weird job. Our jobs are so weird because we bring everything out on the air.
Right.
But in an organization where, let's say we would just worked at like a paper company.
Yeah.
We would just call you in a room and go, dude, you can't do that because you're embarrassing the company.
I'm sorry, Gary, I'm sorry I peed outside. I really am. I didn't know how to get back on stage.
We should get a notarized note from his mother to let him in the building.
I can't get it. I tried.
It was such a good night too. You were on fire. We were having a great time. You were so appreciated and everything. Yeah. And then you go out and pee and fucking.
I understand. I won't say what I saw all the other people doing outside when I was peeing.
That's another one of your amazing moves. As soon as you do something, you want to say what everybody else is doing. This is about you today, Benj. Just about you.
That's right.
Take responsibility and make it about you, and don't make it about anybody else.
Why? It's interesting for the air.
Because
right. What was everyone doing?
I'm not going to say it.
Because it's nothing.
That's not true.
Right, Fred?
There's nothing. I mean, I don't know what he's saying. I mean, I feel
Fred took a shit outside.
Yeah, that's exactly what
But you want to know something, though, seriously? Can I make a serious comment about this? You know, I do love Benjy, and I love working with the guy. But God almighty, in any other organization, it would not just be tolerated because we were really trying to put our best foot forward. A lot of publicists were around and everything. We'd just done so much hard work to make the event kind of classy. And then, one of our key guys is out front whipping his cock out and pissing.
It wasn't out front.
20 feet from Rosie O'Donnell, though. And it's like, I don't know if Rosie saw it or not, but it just blows the whole thing.
I am sorry. I really am.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to drop it. What am I going to do, Gary?
That's the story of how it goes. We just drop it. It's fine. There's nothing to do.
Yeah. You're bummed, right?
I am.
I know. I am too.
I am, because it's like I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I gotta go.
Why? What's going on? Don't go.
It just appears to me, and I know Benjy thinks I have it in for him, and I don't. I don't have it in for him.
I know you don't.
I used to love him, and I want him to succeed, but I feel like bad behavior is consistently rewarded or ignored in this with him, not with everyone, with him. He seems to have gotten himself to this special place where he's Teflon, and it bothers the rest of the staff.
Well, I guess he's Teflon because his work is not the issue, and we like his work, but his so what do you do?
I was going to have a conversation with Benjy off the air.
He's way too old to be acting. It's like Seymour Hoffman, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like everyone's going, hey, he was 46. He's way too old to be a heroin addict. You do that in your 20s and 30s. But it's not, mind you, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the guy's already in his 40s. You think he'd have some sort of epiphany. Well,
Benjy and I are due for an off-air conversation. We're going to have it. But this I will say to you on the air, because I don't think that it's giving anything away. You do a phenomenal job. Thanks. And that's what's keeping here. But at some point, if you keep doing things that bother Howard or everybody else, that good job, every time it just becomes a little bit more, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And one day you might get to the point where it just may not be worth it to Howard, and you work so hard to get here. Why put yourself in that position?
That's a good way of summing it up.
I don't like being disliked at work, so I will talk to you and work towards being liked at work.
Yeah, I'm sure we could have worked out a place for you to go to the bathroom.
No, there was. I went other breaks.
I know,
but every time
we could have helped you. We could have helped you.
I would have walked you. I can tell you, I know the building like the back of my hand. I could have walked you to the regular bathroom right down the stairs. You would have been in and out. I could have sent a security guard with you to take you.
It wasn't what I was. There was no. I couldn't figure out a way to get back to my spot without walking through the middle of the stage.
All right, but we would have helped you with that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you can ask for help.
All right. I am sorry, Gary, and I'm sorry, Howard.
In other words, everyone figured it out. Like Fred figured out where to go to the bathroom.
No. I knew. I went other breaks.
Okay. All right. Got it. All right.
Okay.
Enough said. Got you. Right, Robin?
I haven't weighed in on this because I think it's absolutely ridiculous.